right here. Oh man, on mute squad. Got double hard heads. I can tell this is gonna be a good podcast based off of these
Based off of
things.
what?
I can tell this is gonna be a good podcast based off of the fact we got Black Screen Henry, two hard heads, and Jigga ain't here. I can tell.
Don't you know one of the hardheads is Jigga?
Sure. Let's
I
get it.
got I got a black screen.
Yeah.
How do I change that?
Just turn. It might be trying to use your camera. Just turn it off and see what happens.
I ain't got no camera.
I don't know why the fuck is doing that. Oh, it's definitely trying to use your camera. I get it.
Oh shit. Let me change this before somebody goes looking up me and my nephews and I have to cut somebody out.
Hold on, I put it back on black screen. You good?
Uh,
All right, then. Fuck all the dumb shit, y'all. Welcome to Usual Suspects podcast for March. Why does it have 7th on here? I put the 8th the other night. March 8th, 2019. Also known as International Women's Day, if I recall correctly. Shout out to all the women that are in everybody's live. Y'all done well raising either great men or women. So shout out to y'all. And we're going to get to these intros. So, Jigga, since you don't have your mic on mute, unlike Hardhead, who was on the toilet, shout out to him. I'm about to expose him right quick. Go first.
What's going on?
Jigga dead then. Strat, then you go.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Strat here. Let's do this.
Redhood.
What's up, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And all I gotta say for Captain Marvel is a big boo.
Uh-oh. He's about to go lift already. Henry, our guest this week is Nintendo God.
the one and only.
What's your new title, by the way?
Oh, FWF Internet Champion Nintendo.
I thought you got the Twitch Championship. Oh, you got the... Okay.
I got the main one. I got the big title.
Oh, man, DMV fan won't smoke. Jigga, you here? Jigga may not be working at the moment. So, yeah. Jigga do his intro when he come back. Hardhead's on the toilet. He'll do his intro when he's washed his hands and got back to the setup. So, until then, we'll just talk about the first topic, and then we'll get into the rest of them. So, Vivendi, if y'all remember Vivendi, they used to own stock in Activision Blizzard back in the day, and a couple other companies. They owned hold on, I'm gonna look this up because I know what company I'm thinking about. I just forget the name. I think it's like GameLoft or something like that. Hold on. I'm gonna find this before we move forward because I want to be accurate. Subsidiaries. That's not it. That's not what I need.
Hello?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I'm trying to find something right quick topic wise. I'll find it later. Don't worry about it.
About
But
the
yeah,
Vivendi? What about it?
basically, they are selling. Oh, GameLoft. That's what it was.
Yeah, they sold the loss of their thing.
Yeah, they sold the loss of their stock, ended their multi-year takeover attempt. How y'all feel about this? Because I'm like, cool.
Feel good about that, you know what I mean? Ubisoft stays Ubisoft.
You
Yeah.
about to say something? Henry?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it gives Ubisoft autonomy and allows them to do whatever they want to do as developers, then I'm all for it.
I respect it.
If you allow big, large corporations that have no interest in gaming whatsoever to take over gaming studios, you're essentially going to end up with Electronic Arts.
Yeah, that's basically fact. A lot of investors don't really care about games or the development or how it impacts us consumers. They just care about the dollar sign.
All right. Next topic. There's an elite dangerous expansion plane. planned for late 2020. And my BG, because my reading skills get worse and worse every day. I don't
Hey
know what's
man,
going
that's
on.
just age.
Ooh.
Oh man, he said you getting old, fam.
He might be right. Can't dunk like I used to. But yeah, they're supposed to be dropping a planned expansion for late 2020. For those of you who play Elite Dangerous, that should be some hot news for y'all. Personally, I have not played Elite Dangerous. It looks cool. After No Man's Sky, I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. It looked too similar in my opinion, even though I think it's completely different. I haven't played it, so I'm not gonna accuse it of doing anything. It's just like that the motif of how it looked. I was like, yeah, nah, fam, this ain't it. Anybody opposed to trying it? I mean, I'm just asking out of curiosity. Anybody opposed to it?
I mean, to be completely honest, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh man, Master Chief calling you dad, Henry. Oh no,
Calling me dad.
yeah.
I mean, hey, like I said, back in my day, we didn't have fancy moves like pulling out, so I might have a few kids running around here.
Oh man, said no pull out. That's wild. All right, so Apex Legends. I know most of us in here have played it, and I know some of us don't fuck with it. Other people do. The rumored hero named Octane. The leaks about that are starting to look pretty legitimate with more and more information coming out. I'm gonna keep it a $150. I got 20 wins in Apex Legends. Once I hit 25, I'm quitting. I'm deleting it. I'm retiring. I'm gonna keep it a $150. I need them to before they add more heroes. I need a solo mode. I really do. I like the squad play, but I'm sick and tired of relying on bums to try to win. It hurts me.
I haven't played Apex Legends simply because the only battle royale that matters at this point is Tetris 99.
Just 99.
But
I
you can
respect
play
it.
with your friends, though. Oh man.
Fuck my friends.
Right.
Wow.
I don't care about
Listen.
playing with them. I'm trying to win that. I'm trying to win that money, buddy.
Oh man.
We playing. Listen, if we playing Tetris, I don't know you. I don't even care if we friends. I don't fuck with you at that moment in time. All I know is I'm trying to win. Trying to get them blocks, baby. What else? What else? Hardhead still on toilet. I don't know. Jiggy, you there?
He's muted.
Oh,
Hardhead might have went out like Elvis.
bro,
What the hell's going on today?
I have no clue. This is gonna be a weird podcast.
Dude, we have like 2 hardheads in here.
Yeah, I know.
You just doubled the hardhead.
Hardhead squared. HH put a little 2 in the corner. Petroglyph has a new RTS coming out. What was the name of that RTS? Shit, I had it here. Did somebody when I gave y'all the list? Did somebody delete that by accident or did I do that?
I didn't see any RTS on it.
Yeah, it's there. I hope. Hold on. Let me go check because
Did you
sometimes
format it like differently, or did you
that
just
did
like,
because he wanted bullet points because he can't fucking read. Not that I'm upset about it. It's like, hey, wherever works. Shit. Let me go find this. 'Cause I know I had it.
Bullet points make everything easier, man.
Hey, fuck
does
you.
it though?
It does.
Okay, Conan Unconquered. So it's a Conan game. You can build giant statues to clap people and all this other stuff. It looked like I looked at the gameplay of it. It looks like a cartoonier version of Civilizations if you played it. Does anybody fuck with Civs in here? Or is it just? Or is it just
No.
are you not out?
I played a little bit. I don't know if this counts as RTS, but every time I get a new computer, I download Rome Total War.
Yeah, they count. That's what RTS.
I like that game.
It's not like that. It's not as in depth as that. But it's similar. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Quick aside, remember that today on PlayStation, if you want to, you can get a free dynamic International Women's Day theme. The PS quadruple. I think it's different for each region. So each region got a different one. Like Japan has a different one than Europe and America, so on and so forth. So be on the lookout for that. What else? Before I move on, is there anything else? Support RTS games because I need more RTS games, and I don't want I want Command & Conquer to come back. So please, I want that. Fallout 4 and Just Cause 4 are going to Game Pass this month. Game Pass.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like how no one's hyped about this. It's just like
not really, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be pretty hyped when that other game comes out for Game Pass.
Which one?
Yeah.
I can't say. It might be a topic.
Gears 4, Halo Infinite.
I don't know. The Master Chief Collection.
That's already on Game Pass.
Yeah.
No. I was talking about for PC players.
That's Play Anywhere. That's different.
Listen, I'm just hyped for that.
It's on the list. Dude. We can still talk about it, dude.
Oh,
What? That's an L, Chief. Moving on from that, Mortal Kombat 11 had a story mode trailer. I don't care about Mortal Kombat, so if y'all want to talk about this, y'all can.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard a lot of Mortal Kombat fans are digging it, though. So.
I don't know. I've never been a fan of Mortal Kombat stories or anything.
So.
I mean,
I didn't even watch that story trailer.
I haven't seen the story trailer yet, but I will say the only part of fighting games I actually do like is the story mode.
I wish I could like NetherRealm Fighters like actual gameplay, but I just can't. After MK9, all that shit trashed me. I just can't go back. I hope. Hold on. Who here is actually gonna buy 11? That's the question.
If I buy 11, see, I want to buy it, but I also want to get other stuff in April, like Avengers Endgame and all that, and Days Gone. So it's like maybe I'll get it a couple months after it comes out.
This might piss a couple of people off, but if it comes day and date for the Switch, I might buy it.
Man, that's acceptable. Then. I don't understand why people would be pissed off about that.
Because people are like, if it doesn't come day and date, you can just get it for the PS4. I could, but I'm not.
You want to show Nintendo that people support the third party on their console?
I mean, you got your preference as long as you're not sitting here waiting months like these PC dudes for Red Dead to come to where they want to play it.
Speaking of PC, we're going to talk about PC in a couple of topics because I got smoke for people. I definitely got
first.
Yeah. After the shit I saw and how people didn't say nothing, I definitely got smoke for people on console, for people talking about this, like what's going on with the Epic Store. It's fine. I got smoke. Moving on from that, Judgment, the spinoff game for I like how you don't is releasing digitally June 21st, and a couple days after that for physical. So it's basically the same with some new mechanics and stuff like that. So if you like Yakuza, you'll like that. Hopefully,
yeah, it's like a Yakuza / detective game. So yeah, I like the
Yakuza. It's a Yakuza cop.
Yeah,
you the ops. You gonna arrest people.
Yeah, I mean, this will be like one of the games where I actually will get digital, just because I want to play it, before spoilers come out. So I'm,
why can't you do that with physical?
Wait, what do you mean?
You still can play it.
Yeah, 4 days after.
No, you get it 3 days early if you buy it.
Oh, really?
No, yeah. Like it comes out, I think digital Friday, and then it comes out on Tuesday. So
yeah, you gotta wait like 4 days for it.
So
I hope more games follow that trend. I like that.
It depends if you can spin that, like, because it really depends on that more than anything else.
It promotes digital sales.
This is true. I know most of y'all ain't gonna care. This is just a topic for those who give a shit. Dota 2 has a new hero that they have introduced called Mars. The man got a shield. He summons a Roman arena, traps people in there. Combo's really good with Dark Willow. If you like Dota, you care about that, we're gonna move on to that. From that to a more important subject, Friday the 13th, the game is coming to the Switch.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought like there was a whole controversy and stuff like that. Like they can't update the game anymore, or are they able to do all
they
that?
figured something out where they can.
They can't update the game. What they can do is bring the game and all its content to the Switch. All the content that's already been released is coming to the Switch.
No, they've been doing updates recently, actually.
They can only do updates to fix stuff. They can't add new content here.
Are you talking about Octopath?
No, Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh man.
They can only add stuff. They can only fix do hot fixes. They can't add anything into the game.
Which is sad because they were supposed to add Uber Jason, which is probably my favorite Jason design.
That's the one from like Jason X or some shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, they was working on the Jason X map too.
What was the Jason X map?
Talk about he had
It
space.
was on the spaceship.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, is it the
So how do you escape from that dude? Like that's stupid.
You would have in order to kill him. Like I hope they were just gonna do the authentic thing what they did in the movie, which is put his ass in the airlock and send his ass out there.
This makes no sense.
Sure. But yeah, they're just doing patches and stuff like that. But I mean, I wish they could add new content, but lawsuit says they gotta go fuck themselves. So shout out to them for at least supporting the game still. We're gonna move on from that to I know we don't care about this game, but Fortnite adds slippery duos mode, buried treasure, and some other shit. I don't give a fuck about Fortnite. Does anybody here still play?
No.
I get on every
Fortnite,
once in a while just to mess with people because I got the Galaxy skin.
Oh man.
So I jump on just to hop in the game and watch people crowd around and stare at the Galaxy skin for a little bit.
Fucking 10-year-old kids are like, what the fuck?
Well, most of those kids now are on Apex, so.
Not by far. I've seen more kids on Fortnite than I do on Apex.
Because like people like even in schools and stuff are talking more about Apex than Fortnite.
I don't know. Maybe it's just where I'm at. I hear more people still talking about Fortnite.
So.
Big sad.
Well, all I know is Fortnite's on a big decline, I feel.
Battle Royales cannibalize each other. Except for
No, I don't think Battle Royale, well, in terms of you making a Battle Royale game, I don't think it'll be very sustainable, like, forever. Like, CSGO, that's sustainable. Even Overwatch and League of Legends. Like,
for examples, like, when you use that example, it's kind of hard to say Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike has been around for damn near 25 plus years.
Yeah.
And that's across multiple games. Battle Royales are something different. That's the reason
I know. I'm saying I feel like Battle Royales, I don't think a game in the Battle Royale genre can ever be on that level or stay that successful.
Maybe.
If they're dishing out content correctly, then I think it could.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no, because like, unlike those games, except for like the Ash of like Overwatch is not as popular as it was in 2015 at all.
I mean, is it not coming back with like the Overwatch League and stuff?
The Overwatch League is still doing numbers, but it's not as much numbers as they doing before. Like they haven't done anything with Overwatch really. Like they haven't done any PvE content in months.
Yeah.
They haven't people don't like how the meta is. Like it's just compounded issues of them not listening to their community. That's performance spelled weird here. Fix that. Yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna move on from that. Stardot has announced a new tower defense game called Siege of Centauri. I like tower defense games, so I'm probably going to end up copying it on PC. Anybody plays tower defense games?
I can't see me buying it. Like,
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, I haven't played a tower defense game. But...
I mean, only tower defense game I can think of is like the Plants vs Zombies games.
That's the only way y'all play. Y'all ain't never played no others.
I mean, that's really the only experience I have with. There was this other game that was on Xbox Live Arcade. It was kind of like tower defense. I forgot the name. It was free.
Man, y'all never played them cool map games? Y'all tripping, bro.
Nah.
Man. Apparently not. They've not.
These mans is missing out on Monkey Tower Defense. Y'all crazy, dog. Classic.
Classic.
Wait, I don't know if you guys added this to the topic list, but did you guys see the cover for Shenmue? I forgot what gaming magazine it was, but I don't know if it was Edge. It might have been Edge. And it's supposed to be coming out 2019, but they said they were gonna fix the facial expressions, but it looks like they didn't fix it at all.
Listen.
I feel like it's because it's a team that really doesn't have all that much experience, honestly.
No, they got experience. It's most of the original team. It's just.
I mean, but have they done anything since Shenmue 2?
Most of them were working at Sega most of the time. That's the thing you think about.
I mean, I feel like most Sega games really don't push anything, though.
Hold on, we talking about classic Sega. Watch your mouth, man.
I mean, I'm talking about like not for current visuals and stuff. Like,
okay, let's be honest. Classic Sega was still trash.
I can't outside. Well, hold on. I'll say outside of Virtual Fighter and Shenmue, I agree with that statement to a degree.
I mean, the game could still have good visuals and gameplay and story, but just because the facial animation saying 100% doesn't mean it won't be good.
Oh, it just looks spooky to me.
I mean,
it's like legit, emotionless.
My thing is, it was
kind of creepy.
Game. I mean, I can't get upset because it's a Kickstarter game. They've given constant updates on the game, shown gameplay multiple times. It's like, bro, at this point, if they did what they could with the money that they were given, and they trying to get their product out in a timely manner, that shit was announced at E3. 20?
I feel like there should have been a publisher to fully
no publisher
back it.
That's the problem. Sega, Sega didn't want to do shit with it. Nobody else was gonna fund a game like that, to be honest. Shit happens.
Yeah, I feel like most developers don't think, or publishers don't think Shenmue is really that big of a name, you know?
I hope the game sells 8 million. The fucking shit on the day of, dog.
I mean, I hope it does good too, because you want more Kickstarter games to go ahead and do more.
Hey, Jiggy, you want to do your intro?
Oh no, I'm good, dog. I really ain't feeling that good.
Understandable, dog.
But what else I say? Yeah, I mean, as someone who's played both Shenmue and 1, got all the achievements, man, facts. 1 and 2, facts.
Get the platinum?
What would you say?
Get the platinum?
Well, man, it's Xbox.
You got the Xbox equivalent to a platinum. You got 1,000 games to score. Okay.
There is no Xbox equivalent.
It's called 1,000 games store. Something you don't know about, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
No,
Why you hating?
That's not the equivalent to it.
Why you hating?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Xbox need to fix that, but once you get 100%, it should give you something. So
there's games on PlayStation where you can do the exact same thing, but the game doesn't have a platinum. That's why I said there is no equivalent to a platinum when it comes to the Xbox achievement system.
Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is that the 1 and 2, the facial animations were terrible, but it's if you go in and just ignore that and just go in for the story, you can have a enjoyable time, bro. It's yeah, it's annoying that they faces are all dead. Everybody talking like they dead inside. It's it's still a good game, so I enjoy it.
Do you think they're going to use the classic English voice actors or for Shenmue 1 and 2?
They have to, but they can't use them fucking people who just are terrible, bro.
Because, dude, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going to laugh my butt off when they get the classic English voice actors.
People talking like English was not their first language, bro. It is terrible.
It's like when his father dies, he's like, no! And I'm like, oh no. I can't.
It's really bad, but oh man, that's how great that game is that it still didn't stop me from enjoying the story.
I understand.
All I can say is, shout out to Metal Gear Solid 1 coming out a year before Shenmue, having better voice acting.
Oh man, you were really talking about MGS. Shut up. Moving on. Dark Souls director Miyazaki, because I'm not gonna fuck up his first name, is interested in making a battle royale game. So, is anybody y'all ready for Dark Souls battle royale? Because
Nope. I just don't feel the whole battle royale. Like, I don't know. I'm not into that. I want Miyazaki to make, like, I don't know, different games. Like, he can make whatever he wants, but I'm not feeling the whole battle royale. I feel like it's gonna be oversaturated, or we're at that point where there is an oversaturation of battle royale games.
I know it is.
I disagree. I feel like it's only really gotten big as of late.
What?
When I think about
Battlefield 5 having battle royale.
When I think about it,
And
only
then-
certain games did it right, and PUBG wasn't one of those games.
I knew he was gonna say PUBG.
I mean, it's still the only one that runs like shit. Am I wrong?
I ain't say you was. You were correct in that statement to a degree.
Like,
I'm not finna use it.
We've already seen what the thing's capable of. Even that game's running on Unreal Engine. We got a game running on the Respawn engine. We got a game running on the fucking.
Respawn is using Source. Source is one of the most stable things of all time.
Oh man.
Source don't even really do shit.
But still, there's other games running on Unreal Engine that still run better than PUBG does.
Facts.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just recently hit its peak. Apex is going to be the game that starts to decline, you know.
But can they really do it? It's like all their games are looked like, I ain't gonna say they look the same, but all their games combat style is the same, dog. It's like dodge, parry, hit, bro. It's like, come on.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, name one game that don't look like that.
Now, for the most part, you're right. The only games that really differ are Demon Souls and Bloodborne.
Sekiro's more like offensive than.
But Sekiro looks like same, bro. I didn't watch it like about 2 hours of gameplay.
I feel like it's more faster paced than Bloodborne, from what I'm
saying. It's same old, dog.
That looks more like Tenchu to me. I don't know. Like,
all the games are fast paced. It just depends on your pacing. That's why I say you got to play the game first when it comes to.
It's like, I don't want to play it, but I don't like how it's looking.
That game look like Tenchu to me. I'm gonna get it, but not day one.
It looks too dark soully. It's like, I don't know, just the bosses just be like sponges and just taking hits and are blocking all your attacks. It's like, bro, even when you catch them in a place where they should be vulnerable, they still block your attack. It's like, nah, I'm good.
So you just don't like difficult games?
No, it's not even difficult. It's bull. Like, there's like, if you like parry at the right moment and you going for attack and they still blocking, like, come on, that makes no sense.
They made but that comes down to how they designed the boss. Maybe it only has a 3-frame window where you can do an attack in that frame.
Like, that's bad gameplay design to me.
Oh, that sounds like fight.
If you have a parry in a game, it should work on anybody. If you do it right, you hit the timing right. I don't care who it is. I don't care if some undefeatable boss in the game. If you hit the parry, you should be able to attack him, bro.
Be like that sometimes. You gotta hold the L. Anywho, gonna move on topics. Paradox is expanding. Paradox is the developer of such games as City Skylines. Also, what'd you just say, Strat? Do you know how to build cities?
I mean, I could in real life.
How about you go do that? Go build a city and then come back and talk to us.
I can build a city out of paper mache, bro.
He said paper mache. Hell.
Give me some materials. I can make a little miniature city.
Said material. What you need to make this city?
I've made a Lego city before, bro. What you mean?
With all due respect, I can build a city out of paper mache. Has to be one of the widest things I've ever heard in my life.
I was just saying that, but I don't know how to deal with paper mache.
If you would have said Legos, I would have gave you a pass. But
that's the first thing that came up to mind.
If he would have said he Mexican, then I would have been like, okay, I agree with you.
What?
What?
Wow. They know how to build anything, dog. Fast.
Wow. Jigga, what
I'm pretty sure they can build the wall
in like one day.
Jesus Christ, Jigga.
Oh my
Let's
lord.
go.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Look,
Yo,
they could,
Jigga, I love him. I
they
love
could
you.
build that wall in like one day. Facts.
Huh?
Oh man, I love Mexican
Hey,
people.
Jigga, this is a conversation that I have to. Something I need to tell you about later on that's gonna make you laugh.
Oh man, I'm ready to die.
It's about it deals with the wall, but it's gonna make you laugh your ass off.
All right, but
Shout out
yeah,
to Jack moving.
nobody cares about the game,
But,
dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
You mean former champion Jack Move?
Oh, yeah, former champion Jack. You're right. You're right. Back on topic though, they are expanding with a new West Coast studio. The CEO of this said studio in Berkeley, California, is going to be run by Rod Humble, who used to work at EA as the president of the EA Play label and a chief executive officer. So yeah,
So he was the reason why we got all those terrible Wii games.
probably.
No, EA Play wasn't that all the terrible Wii games that EA used to put out?
I'm trying. Let me go look, because I like, bro. I'm drawing a blank because I didn't own the Wii, so I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I remember.
Yeah, he's the reason why we got all those terrible Wii games.
Oh, you mean all this fucking shovelware? Oh man.
Look, at this point, should Microsoft just skip E3?
That's actually a topic later on. So like, give me a second. I think it was
They're
supposed to
gonna be
be
the only ones really there.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
dog.
actually,
It's
yeah,
like-
next topic, funny enough.
E3
We gonna talk about EA
about
actually too.
this long. This shit gonna last one day at conferences. Shit gonna be
Hold on,
fun.
hold on.
It's
Wait,
gonna be
hold
one.
on, god damn.
Nobody cares about Paradox, dog. They
No, we're not
trying.
talking about Paradox. I'm about to get to EA so we can talk about Microsoft. Let me transition. God dang. EA Play, the event usually that has a conference in it, will once again, they will be at E3, but they will not have a conference at all. There will be no conference. So that EA joins, who else is skipping E3 this year other than Sony?
PlayStation,
The Go, Nintendo,
PlayStation, Square Enix.
Nintendo.
Nintendo is skipping
don't really
E3.
care.
Nintendo never had a conference for a while. They've been doing
I
directs.
know, that's what I'm saying. Nintendo ain't doing no conference either.
Nintendo,
Get
Sony,
another direct.
Damn, Microsoft gonna make E3 great again.
Oh Lord. But let's talk about that. I'm gonna keep it above 50. To be completely honest about it,
Redhood, why is there two of you now?
he probably joined on this.
Everybody's doubling up right now.
All right, you got to fix your double, by the way. To be completely honest about it, if we're being completely honest, Sony and Nintendo don't need E3. They have plenty of other places they go to in a year where they can announce stuff, plus PSX for Sony. That they can, honest to God, if Sony really felt like it, they could skip all of these conferences and say, show it to PSX, that's where we go announce shit.
I mean, I would be okay with that.
But that's my thing. They have those opportunities and those windows to do shit. Microsoft is the only one who stuck to this. We have to be at E3. We have to be at Gamescom. We have to be at this, that, and that. So you already know what they're dropping and what their hand is by the time fucking September shows up. You already know everything, right?
But at that time, they really kind of have to, because like they're losing, so they're trying to get as much exposure as they can.
Now, even when they weren't losing, they did, like, that's my thing. Like, people are like, oh, they gonna have all this shit to show. It's like, to be honest, I hope they don't, because
well, when it comes to E3, god damn, I got cramp in my fucking leg. When it comes to E3 is pretty much just a pageant show for the fans. It doesn't do anything really for the industry itself. It's a pageant show for the fans, and like for that reason, I think everybody should show up. But they don't.
Not the PC gaming show. Get that shit out of here.
Well, E3 really isn't though for the fans. It's really for investors and all that. It's a trade show for like the retailers and stuff.
Well, I mean, maybe like when it started, yeah, I'll say that's exactly what it was supposed to be. But as it evolved, now, I mean, with the inclusion of, if it was just like a trade show, you have people showing up the way they show up to, what's that conference they do in Vegas where they show the Consumer Electronics Show? Yeah, you have people showing up the way they show up to CES. Everybody's like, and you know, like people show up and they're about business. At E3, there's nobody showing up that's about business. It's idiots. It's idiots
before.
E3 is all business, man.
Before. Now, it's idiots showing up with Pikachu hats on.
Oh yeah, I mean they made it out for the public, but still they haven't transitioned into it being like PAX. It's still technically still the trade show for investors, but everyone's backing out for it. Even now with EA, it's like that they could do this whenever they feel like it. The same thing with Comic-Con, for instance. That was also for like movies. Like Disney doesn't need to be there anymore. They have D23 and stuff like that and Star Wars Celebration where they can legit control the environment, save a lot of money in doing it, and have a lot of exposure for their properties. And it's the same thing with like Sony. Sony doesn't have to do E3 anymore. They have PlayStation Experience.
Well, and that's what I was about to say. That's why you see a lot of people backing out of E3. The fact that it's no longer a trade show. It's essentially just for the fans. Like, why am I going to go spend millions upon millions of dollars to entertain a bunch of mouth-breathing idiots? Like, why would I spend my money to entertain these guys for like three or 4 days when that money could be spent elsewhere doing better stuff?
Yeah, I agree.
As much as I talked shit about it when it first started, Nintendo had the right idea when they started doing directs. Directs don't cost as much money. It allows them to put out whatever they want to put out, and they get to control the narrative.
Exactly, and the biggest problem though is like if we're going to talk Microsoft strictly, and people are like, well, Microsoft doesn't really have to try. It's like, for me, I think about it like all eyes are on Microsoft.
Now they have,
and now they have to try. But my thing is, if they don't have a good showing, other people are going to say, well, it's because Sony wasn't there, so they they don't really have to do a good show. I feel like that's what the narrative is going to be if they, fail at E3.
Now, do we know that Sony's not going to be there at all? Like,
yeah, they said they're not going to do an event during that week.
If they're not going to, are they still going to be on the show floor?
I think so.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're going to have games and stuff.
They're gonna show. You're gonna see trailers. You're gonna hear about new games. As long as they're still on the show floor, nobody cares. The main reason why they're not gonna be there, the reason why Sony's not gonna be there is, I don't want to say this because it's not true, but they have nothing left to show. Their new consoles is probably gonna drop next year. What are they gonna show at E3 this year? We don't have to show you anything. We're going to show up next year. We're going to show you stuff next year, but we don't have to show you anything this year. You're going to get The Last of Us 2. Have a nice day and get the fuck out.
Yeah, they're just going to, more than likely, it's what people complained about. We don't want to keep seeing these games. And they're just like, okay, we'll just put out trailers for said games with a release date. They did it with God of War and stuff like that, and those type of games. Even Spider-Man, like right near its release, they were like, all right, here's the release day. So I think that's really the whole point. It's because people are going to complain either way, and they're just like, A, we save money. B, we also have PSX if we want to do our own, our own event. And also for like retailers, we have PlayStation. What was it?
Experience?
Is it PlayStation Experience? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really for the.
For retailers, they have the separate thing that it's like a conference for retailers exclusively.
Yeah, but was the PlayStation Experience like that though?
No,
what I was hearing.
PlayStation Experience is for the fans.
No, so this is how this works. You have the PlayStation conference or whatever they do with retailers. That's separate from that. Then you have PSX Asia.
Okay. Destination PlayStation. That's what I was trying to get at. Okay, yeah, which they showed to retailers, and that's where The Last of Us, leak coincided with it. Do we know if that's true or not? No, we don't. It's a rumor, but that's what they want to do now is have that environment not to pay that much when they have the retailers there. So it makes sense. That it's going to go this route. E3 for me is going to be like another PAX. It really is. And like a lot of the big guys, even Ubisoft, they'll wait till the last like minute where, you know, E3 isn't going to be that big anymore. And then they're going to finally pull out.
Yeah, but I think that's still a ways off, because even though they're not on stage this year, I firmly believe Sony will be on stage at E3 2020. I am willing to bet money on that.
Ooh.
Well, it depends if they are, like, because like we're hearing the rumors that they're going to be showing off the device, you know, either this year at the end of the year, and it comes out spring 2020, or either fall 2020. Like, so that's like the whole rumor. And if it comes out spring 2020, then what should Sony do? Because they already showed off the console. The console is already out in the market. Then what other games would they like show?
But here's my thing: they have all the time in the world to show whatever they want. Like, for example, they could, and this is the thing about this year in particular. If they really wanted to, Sony could like say fuck it and just say we're doing a PSX this year, and they just invite all the fucking media and whatever, and then fans, and then they just reveal the PS5 or whatever. Like, they like this. That's part of the reason where I feel like everybody else is waiting on Sony, and Microsoft is kind of beholden to that too, because they're now on the point where no matter what you show at E3, it doesn't fucking matter to a degree. And I hate saying that because it's like they can show amazing games and have all this hot shit coming out, and it won't fucking matter due to the fact that they have this fucking Lumen sword over their head with a fucking console that could drop.
No, Lumen, like, my main issue with E3 is you get trailers and you get people hyped with trailers, and ultimately the game come out and it's trash. Case in point, Anthem. Another case, Fallout 76. I love the Fallout 76 trailer. Actually, I got Fallout 76 from our illustrious host as a gift, and to be honest, I have the game installed. I've never opened it. I've never opened Fallout 76.
I don't blame you for that.
Sentry gave him a bad gift, my man.
So you don't play demos and betas, though?
Do I play demos and betas? Yeah.
I've known since the alpha what Anthem was gonna be.
When the game interests me, I'll play the demo. I'll play the beta, even if it's like, as some people call indie games, quote unquote shitty cell phone games. I will still, if there's a demo or a beta, I will still go and play that demo if the game interests me. When I saw Anthem for the first time, I looked at that game and thought, meh.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't give a shit about games like that.
So if I do also have one point to make about like kind of like driving home like E3 being irrelevant. Like I saw DMV fans saying like they're supposed to be showing a 10-minute Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order demo at Star Wars Celebration. Mm-hmm. It's like they're doing these announcements outside of E3. And it makes sense. You got a controlled environment, like Disney and / EA are partners on that game, so like they're gonna show it off there. They don't need to show it off at E3. It's like it's kind of driving home, like, and plus, like, what else are they gonna show? You know, you got Madden, FIFA. It's like we already.
And they're showing stuff that coincides with whatever that thing's related to. You know,
like that. But when it comes to games, like, well. I don't know if this is a popular opinion or not, but my opinion on Star Wars games is they need to get that license away from EA. They need to get that license away from EA. They don't. To me, EA just doesn't make anything that's good.
Yeah, my thing is Disney doesn't care.
Huh?
Disney doesn't care about that. Like, if they really wanted to, they could take the license away from EA.
Do they get any money off the games, or do they just?
No. So, like, when you give out a license, you pay for it. Like, EA has to pay for the license. So, like, Disney doesn't do anything else.
My thing is, my thing with EA is they need to open it up so that it's the same thing with like well, the MLB doesn't really license themselves out. The only person that really makes MLB games now is PlayStation. Shout out to them for that because I love baseball.
I'm so sorry for
Like, who said that?
Strat.
I hate baseball so much.
I'm gonna
hate sports games though.
I'm gonna need you to go fuck yourself. I love baseball. I love the sport.
No,
I love the sport of baseball.
I respect that you like it, but I don't see the point.
Hey man, I think sports games are boring as hell.
I'm not talking about like sports games. It's about the game of baseball in general. I love the sport.
Okay.
Like the fact that EA has a monopoly and with the license on NFL, that's a problem because it doesn't like competition breeds innovation, and you won't get that from Madden until multiple people can make football games. Madden was at its peak. Madden was at its peak when what was it? Sega was making a football game, and it was just as good, if not better, than Madden was. That forced Madden to be better.
I feel like only people that say that haven't played any of the latest Madden games.
Madden now, they don't have to do anything but essentially do roster updates.
I disagree.
What innovative thing has Madden done?
They build upon the system. When they brought in a new when they brought Frostbite to fucking Madden, that changed every fucking thing. They got the real play emotion. Have you played any of the recent Madden games? Real play emotion is probably the most innovative thing that they've done in a while. They brought it to live too.
Wait, and for somebody who's played the most recent Madden game, those animations are still trash.
Real play emotion.
Yeah, it doesn't. This is the problem with that in particular. You say that, and they still how collision happens, how shit like. Say I get hit, and it should knock the ball out. Like depending on how it doesn't knock the ball out. I still have possession of the ball.
You didn't hit him right.
But my thing is, I fucking smothered him and hit the ball out of his hands, and he still has it. The animation shows me stripping him of the ball, and it doesn't go out of his hand.
You didn't strip the ball. Simple as that.
He literally hit
Did you see the ball fall? Did you see the ball fall? Did you see the ball fall? I've seen true demonstrations of real play emotion. Most of us don't even know how to use it before the right way.
Should I ask you a question?
Go ahead, Henry.
Is this really the hill you want to die on?
Oh man.
Is this the hill you ready to die on?
I don't know what hill this is you're talking about.
Defending Madden. Is this the hill you ready to die on?
Oh man.
Okay then.
Before we change topics,
do
y'all think that E3 going like when they line more Republican, do y'all think that's killing E3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It becomes less and less about, investors and stuff, even though that was the whole intent and purpose of the creation of E3.
E3 was a spectacle. It was at its peak when the public was not allowed in, and we only saw we were essentially window shopping. We were on the outside looking in. Now the fact that they fill up these big ass fucking auditoriums with like rabid fans who will scream at anything.
Oh yeah.
It takes away.
See a thief.
That's completely different.
Yeah, that's different. Them people was paid off, though. They didn't know what they were doing.
Hold on. What you trying to say, Henry? My bad.
Well, that's what's killing E3. The fact that they fill up the auditoriums with these people that's going to cheer anything.
My thing is, honestly, the route is going to be like a PAX. It's going to be open to everybody. The conferences won't be there anymore. It's just going to be you get some game announcements, but you're not going to have the traditional E3 conferences. It's just not going to happen.
But you know what's funny about all of this? I feel like this is to a degree. I know it sounds crazy to say. I feel like because of how E3 was from 2010 forward and how the industry was changing, I feel like this is the this is like the final evolution of what E3 is about to become due to the fact that this is how the industry was moving. Because of the fact that there's so many more people in the industry compared to back then. Like, because remember, E3 was in Atlanta for like a year or two before it, like, you got to think about it.
LA.
Yeah, like, it was in Atlanta for a couple years and they moved to LA, then they went down to fucking Southern.
They were actually talking about moving again a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, they were actually talking about moving again. They were thinking about moving it to Chicago.
To be honest, I think that would have been.
It still would have saved E3.
Yeah, I think that in particular, if you wanted something like E3 to work now, you would like strictly. I don't think that there should not be one person in control of it in the same facet, like because you have the ESEA. This ain't Counter-Strike. The ESA, excuse me, that's in control of that. And I don't think that there should be a governing body dictating that this is the group that controls this. Like it should be put together by the industry at whole. It shouldn't be one power in control of it.
Oh, so you're saying less government? Oh man.
I'm saying in this case there needs to be less of one power saying this is what we're doing and more so of anybody that wants to help put this together for the industry as a whole, for journalists, people, like not for the fans, but strictly for these people that need to know these things and how they happen. That needs to be there for them because if once you take that away, it's gonna be gone. But anywho, we're gonna move on topics to where am I? Oh, there it is. Rush mode is available for Battlefield 5. Nobody play Battlefield 5 still? Okay.
No. Look, fuck that game, but after like EA fucked up, I don't know what they did, but for some reason I could not like update my Battlefield. Like I would keep trying to be like error. I'll just fucking delete the game.
Which game?
Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5 on PC. Like,
Oh, well.
Yeah, I played the beta before it came out. I was in the beta. It was like that trial period before the game comes out. Yeah, Access. I wasn't fucking with it.
I haven't fucked with a Battlefield since Really Bad Company 2. I like 3, but it wasn't Bad Company 2. We're going to move on topics unless anybody has anything else to say about Battlefield.
Oh, I'm good.
PS4 system. Sure. PS4 system update 6.50 allows the game streaming on the iOS, which this is also going to be a coinciding topic with fucking PS Now and people talking about that. Focusing more on PS Now than the iOS update, which is actually really good, and I saw people using it at work. Thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but without a controller, man, you can't do shit.
I mean, it'd be like that, but hey, it's an option.
I know. It definitely works good, but without the controller, man.
Yeah. I just want to focus on something right quick. If you were talking about PS Now out here and you complaining that people aren't keeping the same energy when they talk about gameplay, please understand that they said from the fucking jump, that this was meant to go everywhere, just like Game Pass is meant to go everywhere. Sony has never hid this fact. They've been straight up about it since day one.
And then PS Now is great.
But that's my thing. I don't understand where this shit is coming from, where people talk about no, but Sony doing the same shit. It's like, no, duh, they told us this. They didn't lie to us. They didn't like that's my thing. It's like Sony, Microsoft and Sony were upfront about this. The only people who were surprised are people that are fanboys of Microsoft. Those are the only people. Nintendo fans knew this. I mean, not Nintendo fans. Sony fans knew this. If Nintendo had an option like this where you could play their games, I'm pretty sure they would do the same thing because they know this. You would make more money based off it being everywhere. There's no reason not to do it. Like, I don't understand. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but it's like, bro, there's a lot of people who are just simply not business savvy enough to understand that sometimes you got to take the hit to make money. And this is a hit that's you're willing to take because it really don't take nothing out of you. You make money hand over fist.
Sony been taking hits the whole fucking generation, so it's nothing new.
But I still feel like they need to go ahead and just go the whole Microsoft route where they need to create like a PC app where you can play their games and like but don't do like Microsoft where you like limit the frame rate or bullshit like that.
I don't think Sony will do that.
I like the full game on PC and like
Yeah, that Crackdown already got me spooked about xCloud and all that kind of shit.
Why?
Because when you play co-op, it limits the fucking frame rate to 30 FPS, no matter if
I think that's just a design error.
Hey, one.
It's a design error. I think it's the xCloud itself. This is the xCloud game. It ain't working out for a fucking reason, dog.
It's the L, dog.
Infrastructure.
It's
Our
definitely an L.
American infrastructure is not built.
It's definitely an L, but it's like it's not even the cloud. It's the fucking developers, bro. Because every other game still matches.
It's the cloud, dog. Our infrastructure not built for it, Strat. Simple as that.
Oh, then that's an infrastructure issue. That's not on the cloud.
No, it shouldn't exist right now. They need to give it more time. The fact that they're trying to make a big deal out of it so early before it's even ready is the problem.
Wait. In technology, in this case, that's fine to do because that pushes more people to use it. There's a difference here. When you're talking about technology, you want people to adopt it early so you can iterate on it because you're getting feedback. When we're talking about technology, that's fine to do. If we're talking games, that's a no-no. In the case of the xCloud, you need to have this happen because you need to work out those kinks. When it comes to technology in general, you want these things to happen.
I don't think the co-op was based on xCloud though, so I can't say it.
Yeah,
like we gotta see it once they launch it. That's when we gotta make put our opinions down. You know.
I need to know, dude. Microsoft got servers.
Yes.
Like I mean, like
they technically they have the best
Amazon
servers. Technically, they got the best servers.
Yeah, but nobody uses them.
Because if they do, then they need to fucking go to 2K and be like, bruh, we on Xbox, we got these servers.
First Titanfall had their servers.
Cause I'm tired of fucking playing 2K on their whack servers, bruh.
That's netcode more than servers.
Yeah, that's not even their servers. That's 2K servers.
That's 2K shitty ass netcode being trashed that they ain't never worked on.
The only games that use their servers are the Microsoft games.
No, because I'm saying like the latency, bro, which is server based. Like if they have more servers around, like you can like better latency.
Yeah.
Like you can be so far from a server that it's like it takes so long for it to ping and shit.
Yeah.
They have more servers around and whatnot.
All right. Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah.
3D.
Oh man, that game look trash.
3D Realms is making a classic looking retro style 3D shooter called Wrath. Looks like a throwback to Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem. So if you like that type of shit, check it out. That's all I can say about it.
It looks like a throwback in the worst way, though. It looks trash.
That's how you feel, Jig?
Nah, that's really how I feel. I looked at it, I was like, yeah, this ain't it, dog.
This ain't it, Chief?
This ain't it. This ain't it.
It's like, there's a way to do that where you can have it old school, but still have it modern. I don't know, bro. Hey, good luck to them. Hopefully they make their money off there.
All right. Get into the closer PC topics. The Novo free version of DMC5 gives the game better performance, where apparently they got upwards of 20 FPS back overall.
Oh, you don't say. Maybe I need to allegedly find a copy. You know what I'm saying?
That's on you.
That's crazy.
Devil May Cry.
I don't know why I would play that, dog. I ain't buying that.
Has been getting great reviews. It's a 88 on Metacritic last time I checked.
It's 88.
It was an 87 last night. Then when I woke up this morning, it was an 88.
Could be an 88 still.
It's an 87.
Oh.
The usual score is 88. I haven't played it yet, so I cannot give any critique, but I played the demo and I like what I played, so I'm buying that when I buy it.
I haven't played it yet. It's installed on my PC.
Go play it, Jimbo. Moving off from Devil May Cry, Octopath Traveler, the Switch game, which I like personally, but I understand that people don't, is getting a prequel game on mobile, to which I say, ¿Por qué? So if you don't, go ahead.
Because there's more mobile devices in Japan than there are Switches, and like I understand why you like Octopath. I also like Octopath. I think it got robbed for the Game Award for art direction. I think it should have won. But yeah, I can see why they put it on mobile. Hopefully they bring it to the Switch later. But I can see why they put that game on mobile.
Understandable. It's that every time I think about it, I be thinking the Switch really run Japan, but I forget it's all fucking smartphones that run Japan. I really do.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it like Octopath, what did it say, 1.5 million or something like that on the Switch? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's Japan numbers, American numbers, or combined, even though it sold out if it's initial shipments and they couldn't keep it in stock. Like, that game, it didn't sell particularly well. So if they want to recoup money by putting the prequel game on cell phones, like, all it does is act as a long advertisement for Octopath on the Switch.
Understandable.
I bought it, so it's an L, dog.
Is it? But where was that topic? Okay, there's where I was. Moving on. Valve is blocking sexually explicit assault. Wait, hold on. Let me read this back. Valve is blocking the explicit sexual assault game from appearing on Steam. All I can say about this is, if y'all want to know what game it is, I will tell you.
The game's called Rape Day.
Is it Rape Day? I could have sworn it was something else.
Yeah, it's Rape Day.
Yeah, so I don't support that shit. Good on Valve for blocking it.
It took them too long, dog.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I mean,
it was still at the stage where people was able to buy the fucking game.
Yeah, there's no way that game should have got past quality control.
There's no way with the name like that it should have even been shown up on the page. Like, exactly. Are you serious? Like,
quality control. That game shouldn't exist. Not on Steam, not on the Epic Game Store, not anywhere. If you want to make some terrible game like that, and like, by all means, go right ahead. But it should only be played by you and your idiotic friends.
Yeah, if you buy it, you holding the L and you a dumb bitch. That's all I gotta say about it. We gonna move on topics right quick. I guess
I better not ever see anybody playing that shit.
I'm definitely gonna stream that, dog.
Hey, Henry, you gonna say I'm petty for this?
I'm joking, but yeah, that's fucking
weird. One of them dumbasses we talked to, I think, would have bought this shit.
Don't say no names, Sam. You just like,
you know what I'm talking about too.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I would rather you DM it to me.
Oh, I'm a DM.
I would rather you just say it out loud, man.
You might as well just say it.
No, send it in the
you didn't already say
the group chat.
Nah.
Say in the group chat.
You didn't already say too much.
You want to know something?
Yeah, bro.
What?
As goofy as that person is, no, he wouldn't do that shit.
Okay.
He wouldn't go that far.
I know who you're talking about. Do I know him?
Oh, what you saying?
Like, I talk mad shit to the dude. I talk mad shit about him, but
we don't know who we talking about, so just move on.
He wouldn't go that far. He wouldn't go that far.
I'm pretty sure me and Hardhead should figure it out. I think we need to figure it out.
I'm not even trying to. Either they gonna tell us or not, dog. Just move on.
Don't waste brain cells on it.
All right. The Division 2 will not be sold on any third-party sites after March 15th following Epic's deal with Ubisoft. So what does that entail, you're probably asking? That means that sites like Green Man Gaming, CD Keys, what's another popular one?
You mean Division 2 Game of the Year?
Oh my gosh!
Sure.
I'm joking, y'all. Come on.
Sure. I
Dude, there will be people actually like that though.
I mean, I'm gonna play. I bought it already. I'm waiting for it.
I bought it too.
Big pass for me after Anthem. Big pass.
I mean, yeah, man. After I played I played the Division. I liked the beta way more than I liked Anthem. So.
Yeah. I got smoke. I got smoke for these people. So, for these PC people, right quick, I got smoke. So this is okay. I want to know. So this is okay.
Is what okay?
And this is my thing. I understand that this is their right to do that, but the fact that this is what Epic is doing, which is money hatting games, that's okay. That's what I explicitly want to know. Is that okay to y'all? Because to me,
what did Epic do? Because this is a story that I haven't heard. Go ahead. Tell me what they did.
So basically, and this is what it goes back to the whole Metro deal. Basically, they are money-hatting games to put exclusively on their service instead of just giving everybody a better deal. They're saying, okay, because we are the lesser store and we got this money, let's money-hat these games into making it so for however the amount of time is, you cannot be on any other storefront. To me, I don't like that because that's constricting.
I do what works, though.
I mean, it's a ultimately it's a business, and what they're doing is the right business decision.
You see, the thing is that
I agree with that, but my thing is
Ubisoft wants all the money to themselves, so they wanted it all to come to one. Like,
I mean,
they want to funnel it to them. That's what they want to do.
They get a bigger cut of the money from Epic anyway. So if it means they take a small hit by putting the game on the Epic store instead.
Well, they're not even taking a small hit because their pre-orders are up after.
No, but this is my thing. My only issue with this, because I don't have the issue with you putting it on the Epic store and not putting it on Steam. None of that. My issue is only the money adding. That's the only issue, because now we have a.
But that's what big companies have been doing for decades.
But here's my thing. I'm trying to figure out why nobody has energy for it. Because everybody had energy for all this other shit. That's my only reason for bringing it up. Where's the same energy people were supposed like? They had all this energy beforehand. Now ain't nobody talking about this.
Like Metro.
Yeah, they had all that energy. I'm like, so what happened?
They got called stupid. They realized they were being stupid, and so they shut the fuck up.
All right, that's my thing. I like if y'all not gonna have the same energy, then don't talk about it. Please don't. Because now we all look crazy if we don't have the same energy. Like that's all I want y'all to do. Keep that same energy.
I mean,
I'm still gonna buy Division 2. I got it pre-ordered. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna have fun with it.
It's the game industry. You should be used to people not having the same energy for a company that they like, as opposed to a company that they don't like or they don't know.
Man, listen, I don't like that.
I'm sorry, Strat. That's my fault, dog. It's really down to me. I can't believe it, Strat. I'm sorry, dog. I can't do this. He got a sniper. Yo.
God damn. Continue, y'all.
Years? Lord have mercy.
Lord, yo, just wait out the 30 seconds.
Oh man.
Next topic.
Yeah, Nintendo announces a VR headset as a Labo kit. They still making Labo is my question.
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of interested in that.
Oh shit!
Like, is it only like VR? Like, how does it work? Like certain games or?
From what I recall from the article, because I don't have the article right now, they're saying certain games will use it. I'm just like Labo. But then again, it's Labo, so I'm like,
I'm actually pretty like the VR aspect of it. Like,
that's what has me interested too. I'm like VR. I want to see how y'all make it work.
Like the only problem I have with it is me having to hold it up with my hand. No, hold it up with my hand. There's no like strap or anything.
Hey, put some straps in this shit. They probably got the gaps for it. They probably built this shit in.
Let's be honest. I'm getting Virtual Boy vibes from that. I don't think you're gonna have straps, but you might have to sit on a desk or something and like get into.
No, there's already pics of it. You talking about the Labo VR?
Yeah,
we already know.
Yeah. There's already like.
I'm not saying like what it. I'm saying that I like there. I don't see them like requiring you to hold it with your hands. I think you might have to like if you're gonna use the controller, they might have some where you can stand it on the desk and you have to look through it the way you would do the Virtual Boy.
Now they're showing off all the kits already, though.
I think the lab. To be honest, I think Labo is good if you have kids that are interested in engineering, but
why engineering? You say?
Because it's a relatively cheap material, being cardboard. It's easy to both reproduce and replace, and mistakes won't cost you hundreds of dollars. So. If your kids, if you want to get your kid interested in engineering, buy the Labo robot kit or something like that, and allow them to play with that. Like that's why
I still feel like the cardboard is pretty expensive, though.
No, cardboard's pretty cheap. Like that, it's not expensive. As
no, cardboard in general is, but the Labo cardboard isn't.
Right.
It's probably the way it's printed, the way it's perforated.
Oh, definitely, because it's all like set up, cut up, colored.
Yeah. like even if it's pull apart and put together, it's still like it doesn't like come out on like just a rectangle slab as you would see regular cars.
Yeah.
And that would be the thing that makes it more expensive because then they would have to make the machines that cut up the cardboard the way it needs to be cut up to put it together, to ship it, and for you to be able to put it together at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's a great creative outlet. And like if I saw like an adult playing with it and they're like alone, you're a fucking weirdo. But you got a kid and you're like, and like your kid's interested in engineering and you want to show like you want to get them interested in engineering, I'm all for it. Go buy a Labo kit, let them play with it. I have children. If I wanted to, I would. If I had my children on a more consistent basis, I would buy them a Labo kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable. We gonna get out of these general topics into the main topics. Time to shit on Xbox. So Jigga, prepare the defense for it. Report. Rumor/report. Discless Xbox One to release in May. Xbox One Sad Edition. So I'm gonna keep it a bug. I don't know why the fuck you still releasing different versions of the Xbox One S, Brickbox One.
Yeah, since they're clearly not focusing on that development in our consoles, like it's been said, like why are they still
like?
They're going to next gen, so it's gonna be.
I don't see the. I mean, I guess I can understand going to a broader audience and shit with cheaper hardware, but
it's just too early. That's all.
But still, like, it's crazy to me.
Why wouldn't they do that to the next fucking console? Like, what?
No, well, no,
I don't think that it's fucked up that they doing this shit instead of giving you a new fucking console.
Well, I would agree. Like, they should have waited to next gen.
But they're having 3 SKUs, right, for next
generation. Next gen.
Hold on.
There. In that regard, they're making the right decision. Test the water while you're talking, while you already have an established audience for the Xbox One. You release a console next generation that doesn't take physical medium, and you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're dead. You're dead in the fucking water. So I can see them releasing the Xbox One that doesn't take physical media, because basically it's that Xbox One is for people that have a bunch of digital games anyway.
Like, I'm not saying them releasing it is a dumb idea. It's like this far into it, next gen they should just come out with a version that has a disc drive.
It's a cash grab.
That's like maybe $50 or something cheaper, because disc drives maximum gonna be like $50.
Yeah, but dude,
and then like a version that's because it'll be $50 and smaller, because you won't have to compensate for that disc drive space.
But they need to also have a good enough hard drive, for space wise. If it's just
they can do that easily.
I mean, I honestly think that next gen they might think of another system to do with these games, because these games are like hundreds of gigs. Like,
yeah,
Gears alone 130 gigs, man. That's crazy.
I want to say something, and I know people are going to argue with it.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo had the right idea.
In terms of what? In terms
cartridges?
of
cartridges.
When it comes to physical media, go back to cartridges.
But the cartridges, like they can only hold up to what? Like,
I mean, no, they're coming out with the new cartridge, a new micro SD that has the fastest writing and reading speeds yet. So
yeah, and like right now, I have a micro. I just paid altogether $140 for 2 micro SD cards. That's 400 gigabytes a piece. A 120 you probably get for 25. If you're buying those on a mass scale and it's all just flash memory, if you're buying that on a mass scale and you can get a micro SD card for like 25. Buying flash memory on a mass scale, you'd probably get it for a lot cheaper. So you would be able to keep the cost. Would it be higher than disc? Of course, but like you would have to take a hit when it comes to income. But I think you could use Flash media for 4 games and still make a profit.
But it's probably make it a little bit cheaper because they can make the cases smaller. That's probably saving a little, not much, but like
the case is smaller. The load times are faster.
That's the thing. Cases don't even cost that much. Like that part isn't the most expensive in like manufacturing, like the disc and stuff. That's like cheap as fuck, you know.
look, you can save a penny here and there, dog. Make a smaller case.
I mean, I understand discs are like pennies on a dollar, but yeah, I still think that flash memory would be the way to go if you want to go that route. It's not only like it's actually rewritable. So if you wanted to leave some space on the cartridge itself and write over that if you need to.
And again, that might be easier for hacking, though. You know what I mean? For
that
stuff.
Look, I don't care.
It could be. That's why most people, including Nintendo, make their own proprietary file system.
Yeah.
Even though their proprietary file system pretty much gets hacked in no time.
Shout out to Xbox for being sad. That's all I got out of this.
Xbox sad.
But I do agree with Hardhead though. Like they should wait till next gen.
Yeah, it was, but that's not even my issue. It's like, bro, if anything, your competition is about to drop a console within the next 24 months, give or take. Why the fuck are you releasing any type of console that's not the next box?
Bro, I honestly don't know what Microsoft is doing anymore.
Yeah, Microsoft's lost, bro.
No, but here's my thing. I told y'all a long time ago that the Xbox One X was gonna fuck them over because of the fact that you basically told people for $500 you get this powerful ass console. What did you do? You basically told them like, because now you have to convince people to do that again, and you have to convince them why the Xbox One X is inferior. When it's basically like, in terms of power, it's not that far away from what the next gen consoles are supposed to be. Like that's the reason I was like, these half-measure consoles, like the Pro and the X, are kind of gonna fuck the game for people because of the fact that it's like now they think that it's gonna be a necessary thing to have, and I don't like, and that's a problem to me because now it's like, now if they don't do another Pro, people are gonna be upset. Now if people don't do another X or an S, people are gonna be upset.
I would just say don't drop support for them, like until like.
But my thing is that you can't keep putting games.
I'm worried for the games that are coming out. They're still going to support. They're going to be held back.
No, with a Pro, like just fucking drop support for like.
No, because you still have to support the original console, though. That's the thing. You can't.
You really don't. I wouldn't like look.
I think if you do that, you alienate people who own your console, and you're telling them that you don't support them.
But yeah.
That's right. Too much, though, man. Like
broke boy, hey man.
It's like the it's like the cross-gen titles that were out during this gen. Like
that's what it's going to be. It's going to be cross-gen titles, but you can't just completely be like, okay,
fuck y'all.
Yeah, like oh, you bought our console. Well, thank you. Go fuck yourself. It doesn't work that way.
Because if you do that,
but look, yeah, I really do. They have fucked the game over. They don't. I don't really think they realize how much they fucked the game over. Like both of them have. Like
hindsight. Hindsight is what
2020. Oh man.
So you can't none of us can see into the future, but you can see what the result is to a degree. That's the reason when I saw like in Sony's case, I look at it as this. Okay, we want to chase these buzzwords, so this is the reason we're making the PS4 Pro. In actuality, I think it was more for the VR aspect, so they have an excuse to a degree. Microsoft's excuse for making the X is basically we got tired of getting clowned about fucking being lower resolution. If that's the reason you make a powerful console and sell it for $500, and we still find out to this day you haven't crossed the 50 million console mark, there's a problem here.
That's why I think they're like, I don't know where I saw this, but like they're trying they just want to be in that market where if you want a premium console, you go to them.
But here's my thing though, that doesn't matter when you don't have premium what?
I understand, man, but that's what I'm just saying their words, you know.
Yeah, and Here's my thing, Shrek. You are not wrong in what you're saying at all, but it's the problem of messaging with Microsoft. Messaging is everything. How you convey something is everything. If you word it wrong, you're going to sound crazy regardless. We all know this because we all say something crazy from time to time. And if it's me, I say 3 things that are crazy before fucking bedtime. It happens.
Pretty much. Like, I mean, if you go back to the rumors before that E3, when they showed off the Xbox One, Sony was rumored to do the exact same thing. Sony saw the backlash from Microsoft and collectively said, fuck that, and used it to their advantage, and Microsoft hasn't recovered.
But sometimes it's like, don't give consumers all the information, because like we all basically have always online consoles, but it's like they didn't say nothing about it.
Bro, there's people that are there's people that if they're not online, they won't even play game. They turn on their game.
But here's my thing. But if you don't do that, you open yourself up to lawsuits because you didn't disclose the information.
No, I mean, you're a $1 billion company. You can't find somebody to word that shit in the right way.
I mean, you can disclose that shit in the instruction book in the fucking console.
No, it's not that simple. Because look at how PlayStation got sued for Fortnite a couple months back.
What happened to that?
They had put on console bundle that Fortnite was free for you to play, which it was.
Yeah,
but they didn't inform you that the rest of your games. Then you needed PlayStation Plus for, and the customer.
I mean, that's not their fault.
It is,
but it's my thing. The wording came out to bag them in the ass. You can still sue over that. There's protections for consumers. Not as much here in America, but in Europe, you can sue for stuff like that if they don't disclose it correctly.
True, and I will say this: that consumer is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, true.
That's all that was somebody that didn't do their homework, didn't look up anything, and they got mad at the parent company because they fucked up, which happens a lot.
Did they get money off that?
Probably not.
That's the problem with trying to. I think it's stupid as fuck. Oh, you want to promote? PlayStation wants to promote a free game? Like, come on.
Well,
hey, get out of here with that shit,
when
man.
That free game,
like, make you money. Yeah,
it's it's billions of dollars. They get a cut of every dollar you spend on the PSN store. They get a cut of that. Hell yeah,
I understand that.
Hell yeah, I promote a free game when people are spending $20 for a fucking skin.
Spend fucking damn near $150 a day on some bullshit.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I wanted to sell my account right now, I can make a couple $100 off of it, based solely on the fact that I have the Galaxy skin.
If you have the Galaxy skin, I think you can make a little bit more than that.
Like, just because I have that skin, I can make money off my account.
For real?
That's kind of sad.
Bro, that's how Counter-Strike works. You think them skins, bro, if you have especially rare skins from whatever, like majors and stuff, when they added the skin system, you could sell that skin for upwards of like 50K.
Yeah,
like,
you can have all your like rare skins and shit and sell that. Your account.
Like, bro, I have been told that there are Saudi princes out there who want these skins and these knives. They will pay you a pretty penny for that shit.
Or you
I guess it's time to grind.
Don't look at me. You grind it by yourself.
Or you can just go to this website I just found called Jiggaapril.
Facts, bro.
I mean, you get all the skins.
I see what you did there. I respect it.
Facts.
Ain't there what some dude did and he got like sued for it?
Yeah. See, Martin, they rated the shit.
Like, I just found this website. Like, bro, you own that website, you jackass.
Yeah.
Fucking scamming these kids out here, bro. Like, that's fucking petty.
He was really trying to finesse kids.
Supposedly, he just from what I heard, he had to pay a fine or some shit.
No, he did. This is the same dude who didn't disclose he owned part of the esports team, and we found that out. I was like, well, interesting. Moving on from that, we're gonna go to some Kojima news. Shout out to Hideo Kojima, the GOAT. He admits that Death Stranding is slightly behind schedule, to which I say, so if you are on voice acting right now, how is that behind schedule?
Yeah, he's done with voice, like the story wise, right? That's what I heard.
Like, so what the fuck are you behind on? Like, you ain't telling the shit.
I think I'm gonna just assume, like, in terms of maybe the soundtrack, I don't know, or just finding bugs. I have no idea.
You know when you say you behind and you can't really point to what you behind on.
Yeah, because he even said, like, yeah, I'm done with the story. I'm done with like the voice acting and all that. And it's just like, what?
He ain't got nobody to do with his version of whoa, whoa. Like, he's trying to find somebody.
No,
to do that.
well, are you talking? Oh, you're just talking
His
about
version. His version
to
of
get
that.
somebody to sing like the trailer theme or
Yeah,
something.
he's trying to find somebody new.
Because you got the composer still, just releasing stuff about the soundtrack he's working on for Death Stranding, but like other than that, it's like we don't really know. We know the soundtrack's not done. But
remember what I was saying about games I have no interest in, even though I've seen the trailer.
I just want
Death Stranding is.
You know what? I can't even be mad at you because I've seen that trailer and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you just.
Yeah, I can't wait for that fucking game.
There's an soul that can explain to you what that game is that hasn't been told it by convenience.
That's the whole that's the whole thing. Like my thing when it comes to games like that is if you're hyped for that game, and I tell you, okay, tell me what you're hyped about.
I'm hyped because
the only thing you can say is like Kojima made it. Go fuck yourself.
No,
I can tell you. I can tell you why I'm hyped for that game, Death Stranding, just because hearing about what's being trademarked about the social aspects of the game. There is supposed to be multiplayer. It's like called Stranding or something that was trademarked for the multiplayer, as well as all the voice actors that are a part of that game, like Stephanie. I always butcher her last name. Justin is in that game as well. And it's just like they got a bunch of talent on board, as well as Del Toro is a part of that. He gives little tidbits of advice for the story and stuff. So
I got a question.
Del Toro is just so damn good in his movies.
What would you do if you find out Brie Larson is in that game?
Oh man, but that's a big drop.
Captain Marvel,
big drop.
Movie, everybody, movie. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Okay, and how they butcher the scroll story? No, I'm done.
No, I love that. Like that.
The scrolls are actually good people.
That put me on my head. Bro, they gotta change it up. They can't be doing the same shit.
Don't be triggered by this.
Oh my god, this guy.
Children, can y'all go sit in the corner and fight, please? What's wrong with y'all?
You triggered by this shit.
That shit just pisses me off. And hearing, and if you're a big Nick Fury fan, get ready for a big ass joke.
Oh, that was fine to me.
Big ass joke.
You complaining way too much, bro. This is a comic book movie.
No, I'm sorry. That's a big fat joke.
It's just a movie. I feel like most of y'all that's
angry that.
I feel like most of y'all that's upset is because of the character, not the actual fucking movie, dog.
No, I'm very upset about how they butchered the Skull storyline. Very upset about.
They didn't butcher the Skrulls. I like the change. I like.
Have you picked up a comic?
Now you're not expecting Secret Wars. And another thing, Red Hood. Just because there was a good little faction of Skrulls doesn't mean there's another bad. There isn't a bad faction either. Fraction.
Here we go.
Faction.
I'm just saying, dude.
He's right. He's right.
All that shit.
That's a small percentage of Skrulls.
Whether you like it or not, he's factually correct. Just because.
And then her acting.
Her acting wasn't that bad. I saw people complaining. It was alright.
Hold on. Have you seen?
Don't ever bring up. Oh, she won an Emmy, won an Oscar, and that totally validates her acting chops and freaking Captain Marvel.
Can you ask? How
bring that up?
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do this to y'all. I didn't mean to do
How good of an actor are you, bro?
We're gonna.
Are you a Marvel superhero?
So we can't talk about when we're talking about games and stuff like that. We can't criticize a game because we're not a game designer or game developer, correct?
No, you can't. Only I can because I am. So sit down. No, I'm joking.
Oh man, shout out to DMV fans. Shout out to DMV.
Oh shit. But for real though, man, the movie. I think you're mostly angry about it because of her comments.
No, and also because of what they did to it. Honestly, the film, the director for this film, that indie film that worked on wasn't that great.
I didn't.
You tripping?
Bro, there was not a part in the movie where I thought I got bored, man. I was like,
dude, the fight choreograph was complete ass. Complete ass.
We're gonna move on because we can be here all day talking about that fuck shit. Y'all can talk about that on your own time. EA investigates reports about Anthem crashing on PS4 and level 1 weapons in Anthem are somehow better than higher rarity gear that are also higher level at level 30. First half of that, which they are fixing in the patch. They are fixing this in the patch.
I'm fixing my ass.
Motherfucker, gonna speak.
It's too late for that.
I agree with that also, but first and foremost, I don't agree with that too much, but I do agree with it. The fact that this game has been crashing consoles since apparently the alpha.
I didn't know it was since the alpha though.
Yeah, apparently it's been since the alpha. It's been there.
Yes, it has been since the alpha.
Man, look,
PC too.
And
if you want to play Anthem, give it 2 months. That game's going to be $5.
I wouldn't even say 2 months to give it a bit more than that.
Don't pay no money for that game. Y'all wouldn't pay for Fallout 76, but y'all would pay for Anthem. That's
I agree.
Anthem is not that bad as Fallout 76. The game where the whole story is, there is no fucking story.
Wait. As a fan of Fallout 76 to a degree, there are things about it that I like, but at the same time, there's not enough of that redeems the rest of the game. That Anthem falls in that same sense. The gameplay of Anthem is fun, and I enjoy it, but the rest of the game drags everything else down to the point where
it's still a fucking story, and I can interact with NPCs, and I fucking interact with a fucking computer telling me some bullshit about a dead person who's allegedly coming and leaving other messages even though they're fucking dead. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking game's bullshit.
Even in okay, let's take a bet. No money, but just a bet. How long do you think Anthem will last until people actually permanently drop the game?
I mean, people haven't permanently dropped Fallout 76.
Well, that's.
I mean, like a significant number. I don't mean like everybody, but significant,
or like because there's going to be some stands that'll never drop that game. Like, there's going to be people that never drop Fallout 76. There's going to be people that never drop Anthem. But if you're talking about people that like the public, the general public, how long before they drop Anthem? Yeah. Oh, the next big release.
All right.
The next big release, and nobody's going to talk like, well, shit, was it Devil May Cry 5 just came out?
Today, so yeah.
Anthem dropped already.
All right.
Anthem's done.
So,
no.
I mean, the level 1 gear thing, they addressed it on their stream on Wednesday. I honestly, I can't believe that somehow a weapon that is level 1 that you get at the beginning of the game is somehow more powerful and does more damage per second than a weapon you get at level fucking 30 and is like legendary. That's fucking crazy.
You want to see a game lose money, like you want to see a game like that lose like people. All you have to do is wait for something not even similar, just something more popular to come out.
The shit that was funny is like
was talking about Fortnite, as soon as fucking Apex Legends dropped, like people, like you don't even hear people like there's people not even fucking playing Fortnite anymore. Well, there's people that still play Fortnite, but those are the stands. Most people have moved on to whether it's Apex Legends or, in my opinion, hell, Black Ops 4 Battle Royale is better than
Blackout.
Blackout is better than Fortnite.
I agree with that. I thought both, but that's my thing though. At this point, we have PUBG, Blackout, Fortnite, Apex, Reigns of Elysium. There's another one I'm forgetting.
Who cares?
Pretty much, but yeah.
LG.
Yeah, they just.
But I was gonna say the funny shit is people was getting gear. Well, it would be like a fucking high level gear where it would be like you do 0. Like it'll be a fire gun that does 0 fire damage for like 0 seconds and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like how?
Bro, and the thing that fucks me up is people like I don't mind you. Like this is my thing. If you're defending devs against people saying that they fucking suck, you're a cuck, and they're calling them out of their names and they doing all this other shit, I understand you defending the dev at that. But if you're like defending the dev saying that they made the correct decision, no. Some of those design and Hardhead can tell you this. Certain design decisions, and he can tell you because I told him about the shit I was talking about, made 0 sense to do in this game, and they run a fucking MMO. How do you run an MMO and make these same mistakes? I don't care if it's the A team, C team, B team, Z team, fucking your mama team. I don't give a damn. It makes no sense.
We still talking about Anthem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I see what the main issue I see is in their mind, they was doing anything in their power to not compare the game to Destiny. But in them doing that, they showed that they learned nothing from any of the games that came before them and made all the mistakes that those games made, plus more.
I mean, and my thing is people are like, oh, EA is going to close it down. I'm like, I'm not sure about that, but I'm definitely thinking it's on the cards. Like,
I wouldn't even be mad. I don't care.
I mean, I would be upset about losing BioWare as a company to a degree, but at the same token, I realize it's like BioWare really ain't made a good game since like.
Yeah, so you're not losing shit.
It wasn't Dragon Age Inquisition good?
If
Oh,
you
yeah,
go back,
it was.
wait, I'll say
It was way better than 2. I'll tell you that.
If I go and play Dragon Age Inquisition, I can have a good time with it, but it's not a really good RPG or Dragon Age game. The best Dragon Age game is still the first one.
Yeah.
See, like what he just said, I think some people need to learn to accept the fact that you can have fun with the game, and that game can still be fucking trash. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, like
you having fun with it, but that game's still fucking trash. 2K is fucking trash.
I have
as
fun
shit.
with 2K, but it's just trash, dog.
Like,
as long as people learn to accept that trash games exist, and we start criticizing these games, I don't care if you're having fun with them or not. Just criticize. Call a game out for the bullshit that it is. Shit, we still using Nintendo Online.
You ready for that? Wait a minute.
Oh man.
I hope you on that family plan. I hope to God you on that shit.
Oh man.
You know, I don't
know what y'all talking about, huh?
I got that 20 a year, though.
Oh, I'm out. I don't even want to talk to you.
I can't wait to get that Nintendo Switch Online Pro, dog.
Oh no.
When that launch.
That.
What the hell is that? What?
Yeah, they're doing another tier in the service where they offer you more. I don't know.
If you're not offering me full-fledged games for free, no.
I think they're doing like virtual console shit. Maybe if I recall correctly, I could be very off about that, so don't quote me on it.
Console shit. I want to see
for free. Thanks.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like those games that in a year or two you're going to be selling for $20 anyway. Give me those games for free.
Wait, you said $20? Who are you talking about?
Speaking of Switch games, Mario Rabbids.
I'm talking about the greatest hits games. Those are going to be $20 or $30. Well, 30 because
I don't know.
Dude, when they start making greatest hits games, they're going to be $30. I will bet you the first greatest hits game, if it's anything more than 30. If it's $29.99 or less, you have to buy me a game from that list.
I would do that, but I'm broke, so making them up with that dog.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on from that to here we go. Forza developer Turn 10 apparently has confirmed a mobile game, to which I say, okay, this is fine.
It's not them specifically.
They didn't confirm it. It got leaked.
Who leaked it?
They might have confirmed it after it got leaked.
They leaked it by mistake, but they never know. They never.
Yeah, it wasn't like a post or something. They leaked it.
Okay. So,
like, what happened was they was talking about Forza somewhere, and they linked. They had a link to it was supposed to be the Forza Horizon 4, but instead they went to this game called Forza Street. Yeah.
It's in conjunction with that mobile game that made another game for the Microsoft devices.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So.
But anywho, let me go back to the topics right quick so we can move on to. Oh, okay. I might get flagrant on this one. THQ Nordic parent company
Strat
has issued an official apology for the HN AMA incident. To which I say, okay, did anybody get fired? Are y'all actually going to address this shit that y'all did? Because otherwise, please don't talk about it. Because y'all really don't give a shit in the first place. You have people that worked under you who were questioning why the fuck you would do something so boneheadedly stupid. But I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut because that shit. When I think about this shit, it fucking irks me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You remember when the people for THQ Nordic went on 8chan and did the AMA talking about all this fuck shit, talking about some kills?
Bro, I feel like it's an honest mistake.
No. First of all,
because I didn't know that shit was even on that shit.
If you still browse 8chan or 4chan, just kill yourself.
Usual Suspects did not co-sign that, by the way.
Because I'll be honest, I didn't even know 8chan was like that.
I didn't know 8chan existed.
That's pretty best.
Either.
I knew it existed. I've seen it. No.
It's 4chan, 8chan is just like those people are idiots.
I don't like, bro. You could have went on. You have all these outlets: Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, Twitch.
I don't know why not go to just Reddit. Exactly, like that's the easiest.
And that's my thing though. They went on 8chan. Like, there's no excuse for that. Like, you can't excuse something like that. It's not possible. I don't get
like where is 8chan relevant in today?
It never has been relevant.
That's what I'm
I really
saying,
feel like they got that bag from somebody who went 8chan, dog.
No, they don't have money like that.
No, they just agreed to a
AMA on the website.
Yeah, but they didn't. I guess somebody, whoever the PR dude was, he didn't know about 8chan. Maybe he was like us. He didn't know it existed. He was like, okay, 8chan.
But see, how do you come up with 8chan though?
It's just 4chan, but twice as bad.
No, but it's like if you don't know it existed, you ain't know shit about it. How would you know to go there?
That's another good question. Like, bro, this is my thing. Like, you can do research on these sites. You can put in a little scroll search and find out what the fuck it is before you go on there. I would like, bro, I'm not gonna do my due diligence and then still go on their site. No.
Yeah, whoever made that decision needs to be fired.
Listen, I would say it is what it is, but nah, fuck them, that.
They need to be fired.
I don't care if they hire new people. Like, I don't want to purchase games from that company because of this to a degree. To a degree. I like supporting devs that make good games, but if your publisher is doing dumb shit like this, then I can only imagine how you feel.
Well, I can't say that. Like, you may work for somebody and they're a piece of asshole, but it's like
it might not. It's not.
It's a good job.
I won't go that far because I won't say it was the whole company. Whoever it was that
PR guy.
Well, that PR guy needs to he needs to be on the fucking.
You're the PR guy. How do you fuck that shit up?
Yeah, that's what's ironic about it. It was a PR dude who did the whole damn thing.
It was a PR nightmare. That's what it was.
And you done just faded your whole company on some dumb shit. Congratulations, dumb.
If he this shit around to a W, he the greatest PR dude of all time, dog.
There's no way.
You can't.
I know he can't, but if he does, I think damn.
All right, moving on to the topic I wanted to talk about earlier. Halo Master Chief Collection is rumored to be coming to PC.
Hey.
The rumor is it's supposed to be.
I thought the announcement was supposed to happen today.
No, it's supposed to be in the next Inside Xbox.
Tuesday.
So
Tuesday.
Either Saturday or Tuesday. One or the other.
It's Tuesday. Confirmed for Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm so hype.
Yeah.
I want Halo everywhere, bro. Because I want to give everybody that smoke.
They gotta do a whole Inside Xbox.
I like that energy. I like that energy, though. I like that. Yes.
Can't believe they wasting the whole Inside Xbox on there and they wait until Tuesday to drop it. That's fucking
yeah.
Okay.
Inside Xbox will be on Tuesday though. That's the thing.
No, do you think they're gonna just be like, all right, it's on PC?
I hope.
Yeah, and then they're gonna spend a whole fucking hour just talking about Halo. I guarantee you that.
Why is that a problem? I don't see where that's a problem.
Oh my god.
Give me all that Halo.
No, never mind. This is why Sony is silent. People get tired of y'all talking about the same old shit over and over again.
Hey man, they can talk about Halo all day.
Oh man.
No, it's funny. I probably would kill Strat in Halo.
You wouldn't, bro. You can't kill me in Gears. How you gonna kill me in Gears? I'm not even that good at Gears.
That's what you lying. Ask my man's Redhood. Yeah, ask my man's Redhood. I killed
Redhood trash at Gears, bro.
Whoa! Here we go.
This man, I'll be honest right now. We playing Gears right now. This man,
Redhood,
no. Listen.
And Hardhead, bottom of the list. Redhood is trash.
Listen, Strat said I could not get a kill off of him. And then I get a kill on him.
Let me tell you
something
right here.
I couldn't get another kill, and then I got 3 kills on him.
We played 5 execution games.
You know how trash my man?
I won all 5.
My man Strat so trash that J-Man is above him on the leaderboard right now.
Ooh! All I know is I'm better than Redhood, and that's fact.
Dude, no, Jigga, don't make me.
He right though. You fucked up, Redhood.
No, me and Jigga had a one-on-one.
Redhood trash, bro. At Gears.
Me and Strat was undefeated.
Redhood trash at Gears. He ducked me in Halo right after.
Jigga.
Me and Strat team was undefeated, dog.
Redhood just not good at multiplayer games, man. That's what I see.
Yikes!
What is Jigga at? Good at
Jigga better than you.
Oh man, no! How, dude? You and I saw what happened on the one-on-one with me and Jigga. What happened?
Yes, Gears with the RPG, dog.
Kids.
What happened, Strat?
Moving on.
I mean, I don't know what happened to me. It's not like I lost you. I don't got
Hey,
answers.
Hey,
just hit me with the RDG, dog.
we moving on to the last topic. Shit. This is the topic I'm gonna be quiet for because I have nothing to add. Amy Hennig, and this is her quote: "Things are clearly not working the way they used to." The former Uncharted creative director says massive layoffs are a red flag. The AAA development must change. Shift to outsourcing feels inevitable. What do you say to these comments?
I mean, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. She got 2 busted ass
Now,
games.
stupid ass don't know what you're talking about. Look at her game.
Oh,
What her
man.
game? What her Star Wars game at? Tell me now.
Where any of her games at? That's the question. Clearly, her
sit
games
ass
weren't
down
good enough
somewhere.
for her to continue on development with them.
She could sit her ass down somewhere.
I'm just
Amy
saying, you know
Hennig
what I
this.
mean?
Getting tired of hearing about Amy Hennig this, Amy Hennig that. She need to go Amy
She
Hennig her ass
she hasn't made a
job.
game in near a decade, I think.
She out here like Kojima, dog.
It's since Uncharted 3.
She out here looking at more games than she making, dog. Need to go sit her ass down somewhere.
Wait. I ain't gonna let y'all disrespect this one.
I'm gonna let y'all go through all. I'm gonna let y'all
She made
go through
Uncharted
all
3,
that
right?
shit.
Uncharted 3 was trash.
I'm gonna let y'all go through. I'm gonna let y'all go through all that shit. And what I'm gonna say is, she's right.
There she is.
And this is why she's right.
Oh,
Because there's no way on God's green earth that your game should sell 15, 20 million copies and it still be considered a failure.
What game is that?
There's a bunch of fucking games that got
sell. Like fucking Tomb Raider's the best example, and they barely broke even.
Battlefield 5.
No, they made a profit off that. As much as people don't like that.
No, I'm saying, but it was still considered a failure.
My thing is in comparison to what they wanted.
What was the big game? I can't remember. It was a big game. Call of Duty. Call of Duty was considered a failure. That's probably what you're talking about in general.
I mean, if we're talking about in general, there's a lot of games we could point to. But the most egregious of those is probably Tomb Raider from 2013 on. Like,
I can't believe they consider that a failure, though.
I mean, apparently
not a failure, but I don't know what's up with Square Enix sometimes, man.
It's not just Square Enix; it's just the industry in whole and how they invest into games. Like, they expect a massive return on investment. Like, it is. I can't be mad at that because I understand that they put. Like, Rockstar puts damn near $250 million into a game sometimes, and they get back $1 billion.
But then again, another problem is that some people don't have the right development skills. You know, like some teams waste too much money on things they shouldn't have, and it takes longer for it to get it done. And that in turn costs more money and shit like that. I mean, scheduling and shit, they don't set things correctly in a way, you know what I mean? Some companies.
I mean, but that just goes back to production values. What do y'all want? Do y'all want it, what y'all would call an indie dog shit fucking phone game, or do y'all want a AAA experience?
But you can do a AAA experience and come under budget if you do it right.
My thing is most AAA games cost more than $100 million though. Most, not all.
I don't know, bro. It's some kind of spooky, dog.
Hey, look, you can give a AAA game can have it can have AAA gameplay, but most people, not talking about the people in here because we're not most people, we would be considered the hardcore. Most people don't care about how a game plays, all they care about is how a game looks. And because they spend so much more money on art and give these games to bullshit programmers, their games don't tend to not work. So it looks good, plays like trash.
Oh man.
Here's what it is. I just want to get your thoughts on it. We can get the hell up out of here. We've been here for an hour, 50 minutes. So yeah, let's get the hell up out of here. Thank y'all for coming to Usual Suspects Podcast, episode 47. That is the podcast. Quote from Diana from Hitman. Shout out to Agent 47. Don't clap me. And with that, we'll do these outros. Hardhead.
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Hardhead 7WD. We out.
Huh? You get?
You get-
What's Twitter, YouTube, Hardhead 7WD? We out.
Okay. I thought you had a stroke. Stop. I was like, what?
I'm like, what's going on?
Strat.
It's your boy Strat, everybody. Better gamer than Hardhead and Redhood.
Oh my God.
Signing out once again. Great podcast. You want that smoke? See me in Halo Master Chief Collection or any multiplayer game. I'll give it to you.
I'll see you.
Redhood already ducked me in Halo. I don't know how many times.
Outro.
Try gonna give it to you.
Hey, yo, shout out to all the supporters and the people who view the podcast. Hit the like button. I appreciate it. You can check me out on twitch.tv/Jiggaapril. And forget gears in this random damage generator. Oh, man.
No, they tell you that. Redhood. Oh, Lord.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. You guys can check me out at Redhood 420. I'm going to be live streaming Devil May Cry 5 later today. And make sure to follow me on Twitter at Redhood 240. And Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey are way better than Captain Marvel. And Black Widow as well. Wish they had their movies.
The characters or the movies, sir?
No, I'm shooting. Black Widow will probably have a better movie than Captain Marvel.
They don't have movies. Oh, see,
Man, this man Redhood, man.
Problem is
He just mad that Brie Larson was talking about him. And
Brie Larson? No, dude. Emily Blunt.
Can y'all please stop talking about, like, there's people that want to go see the movie. Shut up for a second.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
Sir,
It's just that, Redhood wrong.
Outro, good sir Henry. Outro.
It's your reigning, defending
Oh no.
FWF champion. Signing out.
All right, I'm Sentry. I love y'all.
Wait, you haven't defended your title yet, have you?
Yeah.
I don't have to defend my title. I won my title. That's all that matters. You stood there, Hardhead. Just remember that. Just remember that. You stood there and watched.
Fuck you. We're not talking about
like
this.
I said, the reigning.
Me and Chris got real beef, dog. You can have that title.
See y'all next week.